This is a live look at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis. It is week 8 of the EA Sports College football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the North Texas Mean Green and the Navy Midshipmen. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Home of some of the most iconic college football games in history. Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis, Maryland has seen so many games between Navy, Army, Air Force. This is a beautiful space and a very unique campus in Annapolis, Maryland. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the option. Pulls it on the option. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Gain.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Navy will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So North Texas offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And it just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. When you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready. Football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Oh, they're after him! And he will get just beyond the first down marker before sliding.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Finds the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about North Texas. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. To give to the big fullback. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme. You know their...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Navy will have to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? All the way back to the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The give to the back. Tackled there by the defense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long.
Turning it on! And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The offense changing the play. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Caught in the backfield, it's Clemens. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on 3rd down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, North Texas. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. On the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He's got it. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy completion. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 5-28, cruise. 5-28, ready.
He goes right back to the air. Flips it out in the flat. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
Kill, kill. 776 Captain. Mustang.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. North Texas in the hurry-up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The give out of the gun. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
The short hands, it's Tipton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Kill. 180, raise car. 180, raise car.
Moving out to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
I like a nice, quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing. And, again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Fires to the tight end. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and, man, are they in business. Tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Hey, kill it.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
949.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. On the option. Now the toss. Line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now.
Touchdown, Mean Green. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, catching up with the North Texas head coach coming out of the locker room. He loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Rides to the back. There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Offense gets set for 2nd down. It'll be a draw. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. North Texas really has it going on offense.
Here we go.
Finds his big tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. North Texas doing business from the red zone.
Ready.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got the back in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Mean Green move the chains with the passing game. Let's see what they do on first down. A designed run for the quarterback. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, North Texas! And the stomping has commenced.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Midshipmen will get things going here on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point...
Makes the catch on the left. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Navy! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it, but play one. They put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wide receiver comes in motion.